What's up, people? It's your friendly neighborhood gamer, Mike Theory here, and we are checking out Rise of the Necromancer. So, I guess first, those of you that are unaware, although most of you Diablo fans are probably quite familiar with this patch and everything that we've got with it, but nevertheless, we'll go through it very quickly. So we get these wings here, wings of the Crypt Guardian. Nice new set of wings. I've also just recently got the wings that you get. I believe these are from Heroes of the Storm by completing the friends thing, by playing a bunch of games with your friends. So I got those. You get this nice little guy here, the half-formed golem. Pretty cool. You get the portrait frame that is here. Pretty cool as well. I wonder if they'll add on to it, like, you know, any bit, like maybe with seasons or expand from it or something. Who knows? Then we get this pennant. Pretty cool, like little spinal cord, little ribs, got demon head. Kind of like the portrait frame going on here. I got this one, but I'm not really sure what it's from. It says the third time is the charm. I'm not sure if it's like from an expansion or from Heroes of the Storm or what, but I got it. It's cool looking. It's Diablo's face with 3 on the thing, so I'll take it. And yeah, you see, you get the Necromancer class, female and male. You get the wings of the Crypt Guardian, the half-formed golem pet. You get the banner. You get the pennant. You get the portrait frame. 2 hero slots. Not like you really need them anyway, but something that I definitely need is 2 stash tabs. So that's basically the stuff that you get. I've been just playing through. I don't really want to power level myself through this like most people do for like regular I want to kind of just play through it like organically, just to kind of get familiar with the skills and things of that nature. And, you know, just kind of go through it. I was thinking about going through the story mode, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'll just kind of check out the new areas and run some bounties and just kind of play on my own. So, first we're going to do is we're going to bump this up to expert really quick. See how that goes, because hard was pretty easy. And yeah, so we'll see how better this is. So if anyone's watching, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. You help me, you know, do what I like to do. I like to play games. I like to chat with people while I play games. So I thank you for checking in. So, in case you guys are curious about some of the skills, I can go through those for you right quick. Let me just, first of all, lower my volume on my end because it's a bit loud. So as you see, I have some stuff. I've been running some things already. I have a ton of money in shards from seasons. I have decent amount of Paragon points. Not anything crazy. Also from seasons. So, again, I'm not level 70, so I don't have all the skills unlocked yet. But I'll show you the ones I do have and the ones I'm currently using. So this is what I'm rolling with right now. I like the kind of basic version of Bone Spikes because it covers a larger AoE area. So it's a little easier to kill some of the lesser enemies faster, and you can spam it. I was using the Skeletal Mage I kind of pop him during elite fights, I think it's elites, yeah, as kind of an extra boost, but I just recently unlocked Teeth, so I'm trying Bone Spear Teeth. The other mod here, or rune as you would call it, damage is increased by 50% for each enemy Bone Spear passes through. So, you know, I'm not the greatest with aim. I don't know how many times stuff's going to pass through other things, so I was like, not guaranteed extra damage. So let me just go with the Teeth. It looks cool, and rocking that. So Skeletal Mage, you have the Gift of Death, so every time... So the Skeletal Mages, right, they only last 6 seconds, so you raise one from the ground, it deals 400% weapon damage, has physical over 2 attacks, and then it dies. So normally, without any runes, it just dies, you summon him again, but with Gift of Death, every time he dies, he leaves a corpse behind, so that kind of helps you out by building with your corpses. This guy, Contamination, you kind of summon him in an area. He kind of does some damage. Like he says, channels an aura of decay for 100% weapon damage for poison as its duration, and then he goes away. I was using this, but I was using the Gift of Death one, but I decided to switch to Teeth. Death Nova is kind of like what you assume as the Nova. You get an explosion around you within 25 yards. I didn't see myself using this. Too much because a lot of his attacks are ranged, so I didn't find myself getting in range to use this. And then this one increases the radius of your next Nova. Each cast you do it increases it up to 2 times. So I'm not going to be spamming that too much because I'm not too close. So I decided to stick with Teeth. Right now I have Command Skeletons, Command Golems. As soon as you pick this, it raises the passive. It raises a Flesh Golem. This raises a max of 7 skeletons. So I liked having the bigger guy. And then if you activate the skill by pressing 2, wherever you target it, he goes there. He collapses. He makes 5 corpses, and then you can, use one of your corpse explode skills to bring it outward. This one just makes it so instead of only turning into 5, he turns into 8. Command Skeletons reduces the active essence cost to 25, so when you activate, they go and attack the target and increase their damage against it by 50%. So instead of it being 50, it turns to 25. So not bad. Well, actually, maybe we'll try that out because I've been playing with the Golem for a while, so we'll check this out. So as you see, the Golem's gone. The animation to summon the Golem is pretty sweet. It'll do 7, 6, 7. So those are little buddies. Then when you hit 2, whatever you're targeting, they will attack it. They will aggro it. Let's see. So that was these guys. That was Bone Spear. That was Bone Spikes. Corpses. Right now I have Corpse Explosion. So you target an area and any corpses in that area, it says up to 5, will explode, dealing 350% weapon damage as physical to enemies within 20 yards. Bloody Mess increases it up to 25 yards. I like this because you just have to target some corpses and a shit ton of explosions just happen. So it's pretty fun. Corpse Lance, a little more difficult to get it to happen, but it does look really cool. Basically, you target an enemy, and any corpse around that enemy that are there will rise, turn to lances, and attack that target. I found it a little kind of obnoxious to keep up with it because you're kind of having to look around and spam the key and hope that there's a corpse around for it to do anything. Each lance slows the target and reduces damage, blah blah blah. Like I said, it's a little easier to just kind of have the corpse explosion, and the radius is bigger, a little more satisfying too with everything blowing up. So it's up to you. Devour, you consume corpses to restore essence. I don't find myself having an essence issue so I didn't use that. Decrepify basically reduces enemy movement speed and reduces the damage, so it's kind of like a little circle area. You pop it, everything in that circle is debuffed, and that's pretty cool. Leech, cursed enemies heal the attacker for 2% of their total health. I don't have a health problem. I assume it'll work the same. It'll be a big circle, so I'm not using that right now. And for passives, I have Bone Prison, that any bone skill has a 30% chance to trap enemies in a bone prison for 3 seconds. So I figured that's just a nice little added bonus. That's what we're doing. You know, not the greatest gear right now, but we're only level 16. And, or sorry, I think we're 18 actually, right? Yeah, we're 18, and we're just kind of going through adventure mode. Going through the story. Let's actually see here if we can update this with I wonder if Necro is here. Classes. Oh, this is some from doing Heroes of the Storm, maybe? I don't know. Let's see, feats of strength. That's cool. Alright, so that is Necro. That's pretty cool. We'll go with that. Pattern. So trying to see where Necromancer might be. But I'm not sure if I know where it is. Or even what it looks like, to be honest. Alright, let's just roll with whatevs. That's cool with me. Sigil, Necromancer, Accent. We'll keep the snakes. That's fine. That's fine. Boom.
My stomach feels strange.
Did you forget to eat again?
No. In fact, I decided to get the day's eating out of the way all at once. I kept at it until I couldn't take another bite.
Oh, it sounds like you ate too much then.
Being a mortal is very complicated.
I cannot follow you if we just stand around.
Let's see, getting hit up. Okay. So, let's continue doing bounties. So, we left off. We did Act 1, but we're in Act 2, and actually, lucky us, one of the new areas has a bounty in it. So, let's check out the new area, and let's check out the bounty inside of it.
I've been here alone.
So I'm happy they
for a
didn't
while
just
now.
add an area
Mind if I
and
join
like
you?
we'd never get to see it because, you know, there's no reason for us to be going into it. So it's nice that we can visit it. So it's pretty cool because I have my pet, we have the skeletons, we have our little friend, and I'm sure as we get some more skills and armor sets and the like, we'll start getting some even cooler stuff. So let's see, these are my skeletons. I usually start the fight with Decrepify. We're not gonna get the diamond.
Vicious hounds roam the northern moors in
So it looks
Kyrgyzstan,
like they went and they
feeding
beat
on
some
carrion
up.
and unwary travelers.
So these are the things
They
I was
roam
talking
in
about.
packs
You can
and will
spam,
take on
pop
anything
Decrepify
that
down.
crosses them. Mysterious beasts have been sighted in lands bordering Skarsglen.
It's fun.
Some say
So
they are part
these are the
man
corpses
and part
that get
wolf.
left behind.
But I
when
have not
something
been able
dies,
to
and those
confirm
are
it
the
with
things
my
that you
own
can
eyes.
use to
Whatever their
manipulate
origin,
using your corpse
the
things.
destruction they leave in their wake suggests
Your
that we
corpse
are
explode
right
skills.
to fear
or
the
that whole
worst.
corpses set of things in reanimation. I think are like the types of little buddies you get to carry around. So it's fun because you blow up corpses that kill other things that leave other corpses behind, which will kill other things, and it's just this
Something's
fun
over
little
there.
chain reaction of like corpses.
These hunters are curious creatures,
And it's quite fun.
bloodthirsty and violent to others.
Quite fun.
They employ a surprising
How long
degree
does
of
the cup
care
last?
in
30
raising their
seconds.
young. Every egg is guarded.
These are like all
The hunters will
enemies.
frequently circle overhead to keep watch on their nests. Those who intrude upon them are most
Like
unwise.
werewolves and some interesting stuff that we have here. I feel like I want to take the emeralds, but I don't. I have already been able to do that. It is so bad. I like a blowing the stuff up. So you get these nice, like, chain reactions from the fights that you can do. So we're not just gonna complete. I don't want to there. So you see, like, all those explosions? It blows up the 5 corpses in your area. You have this pile of just, like, a ton of dead stuff.
Trained well.
You're gonna get, like, massive explosions, and it's just like
Do not fear the end.
boom, boom, boom. Fun stuff. Looks like we got some stuff. Got some new skills. Scope that. Now there's like fire, dude. That's pretty cool. No, he's just chilling. Alright, let's see what let's go back to that cursed chest. I thought it was like, that was our only bounty, so I didn't want to do it. But this is pretty
My essence is I bet you've made a lot of alliances in your
Cool stuff.
time, but none like ours.
cool stuff. Okay.
The cycle.
Yeah, it's cool because as you explode, new things of reactions, and it's just great. It's just great. Okay, let's see. So we unlocked bone armor. So rip bones from nearby enemies, dealing 125% weapon damage as physical, and create armor that reduces damage taken by 3%. Blah blah blah. Cool. So I'm curious to examine that a little bit. So we got frenzy. Well, they attack the target. Okay, I'd rather that. So get a little crazy. From that, we got skeletal mage, skeletal archer that deals each time they deal damage. Okay, let's check that out. And then I don't think we got anything new from there. So bone pillars, instead of that whole pit, you just get one giant pillar that comes up, but the pillar can chain to up to 2 nearby enemies with, you know, other ones. So like that's nice because you can hold it down and kind of chain it, but I found it a little easier to spam the regular. So that's why I've been using that. So let's see, is this bone armor thing something? Okay, so do they have to be alive?
I must wait.
Let's see if they have to be alive or if you can pull them from corpses. Okay, so they have to be alive to use that. Okay. So we got our skeletal dudes back. We'll summon our archers. They still last 6 seconds. Okay. So, Trepify, bone.
The night embraces you.
Archer.
This world can abide you no longer.
Good fun. Good fun there. Looks like we got a mod. Keep calling it mod, but let's just grab this stuff. Alright, so what did we get? We got a new passive slot. Awesome. So we get Commander of the Risen Dead, the essence cost of command skeletons, and the cooldown of command golem are reduced. So okay, so the essence cost of command skeleton and the cooldown of golem are reduced. That's kind of cool. Increase the attack speed of bone spikes, siphon blood, and grim sight. So we are using bone spikes, so we can either increase the attack speed or lower the essence cost. We'll go with that. Let's see how that works. And then I think that's all we got. Let's check our stuff. I'm not getting anything really from that. Nothing from that. More toughness and recovery, but we're not really having a problem there. That's gonna be good. Not using that. More damage. I'll take that. Not using that. Not using that. More damage. I don't think we have anything with sockets yet. No. Okay. This is gonna give us more damage, but it's two-handed. That's why. Okay. So let's go Rock'em Sock'em Robots. So since it's new,
The night embraces you.
And getting used to like what buttons do what, because if you play some of the other skills, when you play through the entire season. Okay, so it summons 2. So it looks like
You the
the
one all those
skeletal
rumors are about?
archers
Slay
are just
demons and
complete uptime, so
on the
you
world.
can just continually summon them over and over, which is pretty cool. So whenever they, you know, go back to sleep, you just summon them again. Which is cool. I like them not Oh, sweet. When you do the bone armor, you get this like really sick looking set of armor on you. That's cool. That's really cool. You get this like crusader. Very cool. Okay, so this area is pretty cool. I dig it. It's this like cool little graveyard. Some new enemy types. I dig it. Cannot leave any stone unturned. So our Templar leveled up, but I don't know if that actually matters. Because didn't we get all his? Oh, we didn't get his last skills.
I will use
So
it
we'll
well.
increase our resources. Generation. Oh man.
Has blessed me.
Yes, class is fine.
You make a fight.
That just
Give it more time.
I like how the bone armor has I think the skeletal armor is like haunt for witch doctor. You can just like spam at it pretty much and it'll just continually do damage, you know what I mean? So it's kinda like that, I feel. Feels. Oh, they're pissed. They're pissed that we blew up their egg. They are too bad. We're gonna be pissed with that too. Maybe not. Remember not. New enemies is definitely nice, especially if you get to see them in rifts. If you get to see all the new enemy types. That'll be super duper cool. Super duper cool. Attack, men! It's nice that like the essence cost of like the change target for your skeletals isn't super crazy either. So if you know are kind of swapping between targets, it's not the end of the world. So let's see. Cool, because those guys kind of look like the ones you see like on the maps. Pretty cool. Give me your bones. Capture them. Blow up torches. Man, there's so much to do. So much to do. So I have a new cycle now. So you decrepify, bone armor them, summon a skeletal
I
mage.
can't believe they just left all this here.
They probably didn't. I bet they'll come back for it soon, so stop dithering.
I like dithering.
Oh dear.
You win! You win the bet! Go!
Attack! Well, that was easy. We didn't have to do anything. Crap.
It's like we were meant to find.
So, I guess, like, the other nice thing is if you don't have any corpses near you, right? So as it becomes brittle, increasing their chance to be crit. What is this? Each enemy. So this is nice in the sense that, what do we have now? That's cool. We'll do that. Bone armor doesn't get anything till 22. We just got frenzy on that. Ice golem's at 24. Corpse lance, we just got that. Frost spikes, we don't get till that. Skeletal mage, we just got that guy. Okay. So this is nice, this one, in the sense of what was just happening is I had corpses away from where the enemies my enemies were, so I wasn't able to really attack them with this. No matter where the corpses are, I can still summon them to attack which I think just became an interesting thing. So anything
Where
that's
does
near
that
us,
path go?
we're going to bone armor them. We're going to decrepify right off the bat. That leads to another area. That's pretty cool. Okay. Just exploring this map. Nicely done. It's nice to do other areas, and it's nice that this is in the included bounties, because now it's like a bunch of fresh new bounties to do. I don't know if the other 4 areas are included in the bounty rotation.
Someone's on that hill.
That would be super sweet as well. Just having like all this fresh stuff.
Summoning something.
Do not let them interfere!
I need a corpse.
Yeah, I like the.
Before
I didn't like this better, but I like it
not as good
more
as
now
you,
because
though.
now you don't have to ever worry about where your corpses are. All you have to care about is that there's corpses around, and if you hit one on stuff and corpses don't go to it, then that means you need to make more corpses. So that's cool. I dig that. We got some new stuff, so what did we get? We got a new bone armor thingy. So increases the damage dealt. So that's cool. Now our bone armor will do more damage. We got frailty, crippling curse that kills enemies with less than 50% health. So we'll wait till we get some new things, because this isn't immediately gonna do stuff. It's just gonna pop on them, wait till they have 50% health, and then just blow them up. This is gonna oh wait, this is gonna do, yeah. So this is gonna debuff them 10% chance to be stunned, allow us to kill them better, so we'll stick with that. Now we have Army of the Dead. Raise a massive skeletal army to pummel the targeted location, dealing 12,000% weapon damage. But it has a long cooldown, so you're giving up your ability to have friends with you at all times for a really long cooldown, so not sure if that's worth that, you know. So unless we replace this with another skill. So we could experiment with that, but we'll keep command skeletons. Maybe skeletal mage. We'll switch that with revive. Target an area, reviving up to 10 corpses. Okay, so this is a way to increase your army. That's kind of cool. Alright. So we're obviously going to keep this, right? Maybe we'll replace skeletal mage with revive. So that any bodies we don't revive is in our army. We still have our skeletons to do damage. We still have the crepify to debuff. We still have bone armor. Alright, let's try that out. That belt on, it's better. We got a scythe. Funerary pick. Siphon blood drains blood from 2 additional targets. So it's one-handed and does an assload more damage. That's cool. So now we might be inclined to switch to Siphon Blood. So Siphon the blood from the targeted enemy, dealing blah blah blah. It heals you, so now maybe we'll do this. Since we're now blood-sucking 2 additional enemies. So we'll try that out. So we still have skeletons, we still have the crepify, we still have bone armor, and now we can just revive corpses. So let's see.
I bet you've made a lot of alliances in your time,
So let's
but
see
none like ours.
if we discover any corpses along the way. No. Okay, now let's revive. Whoa, okay, they turn into a crow hound? That's cool. How long do they last? For 15 seconds? That's pretty cool.
Go on without me. I'll wait here.
Wow. That blood is pretty nuts. Pretty nutty. I think it's a and it's cool. Every time I revive them, they turn into like different types of creatures. Super cool. Insane.
Possible.
I don't even need the crepify anymore. Siphon blood is just like blowing stuff up.
I need a corpse.
This is as crazy. This is as el crazy. Bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, there's nobody around to use the tendrils on, or the corpse lances. You could just turn them into your buddies for 15 seconds, which is pretty cool. And looks like that's it for the area of the Shrouded Moor. There is this sacred path up here. I want to go check that out, see what that looks like. Oh yeah, we unlocked something, didn't we? What did we get? We got a new leech thing? Enemies that die while cursed will spread the curse. We don't need heals, so we'll keep... we don't really need the Crepify either. Let's just do Army of the Dead when we fight an elite, so we just blow shizzle up. Devour. Alright, so you consume corpses and increases your life for 2 seconds. Meh. Meh. Me. Beep move.
From the jungles,
like,
are you? Yes.
Forever.
That's what I heard.
If you don't want to use the corpses as weapons, you just keep summoning them like pets and stuff.
We need a sacrifice. Only your blood.
Yeah, this area is pretty cool. Okay, love. Where's this? Brings you back here. Interesting.
I have heard troubling news. Another cult has emerged in the shadows, and its
do they turn
members
into
gather to
whatever
the
you
north.
kill them at?
They conduct their rituals under the veil of the shrouded moors,
Looks like you
where
can't have
few
more than
will
10.
think to look for them. One can only guess what dark rituals pursue the forgotten corners of the world.
That's pretty cool, though.
Weakness consumes you.
No end to the number of rituals these cultists will use to twist mortal flesh. Some call the process ascension, a lie that no doubt buys them obedience. But mark my words, these abominations have not ascended. They live only
Yeah,
to
that's so
suffer
much
and
fun.
hate until they meet their final death.
I don't know what that was, but that was cool. And now I have this dude on my team. Dude, if there was something that let, like...
This world can abide you
that
no
would be sick,
longer.
'cause if you could revive some pretty cool stuff, that would be, like, ridiculous. And then it just, whatever you revive again, just replaces them, you know. It's not how soon. Look at some of the stuff that you get. Like, that's so cool. Imagine having these guys chilling with you. That would be so sick. So sick. Just gold, man. Just get the gold. Just get the loot, man. That's all I want is the loot. Fat loot stacks. That was the Army of the Dead. That was pretty cool.
My master would take pride in
Revive
this.
that big dude. Yeah, but see how cool is that?
This world can abide you no longer.
Is that not cool? It's cool ass thing. That should totally be permanent. I just saw something that was extended servitude. That would be amazeballs. If that answers the question. Let's see. Increase the duration of your skeletal mage and revive minions by 25%. That's sick. Let's do that. For sure. Like 100%. Army of the Dead's on cooldown, so we can't adjust that. Command Golem. So command the Golem to launch an icy blast at the target location, freezing enemies for 3 seconds and increasing their chance of being quickly stuck. So, okay. So instead of him exploding, he just throws ice shit at him. And it may not be on a cooldown. Let's check that out. I want to see if you can throw just a bunch of ice blasts and it doesn't even matter. Because that would be dope sauce. That's cool. No, we don't want them to last only 12 seconds. I'd probably do Purgatory because then you can just infinite that shizzle. Yeah. Word. So let's see. Okay, it's on a 45-second cooldown. That's still pretty cool. Oh, we still totally forgot that bone armor was a thing.
These enemies defy all reason.
This is some good stuff, man.
I'm afraid not.
Like you could hit them with your basics, while then just keep summoning like hordes of lances at them. This shit is sick, man. They did an awesome job. Isaac Green was like couldn't be happier. This is such a cool skill.
This world can abide you no longer.
So cool.
Do not fear the end. Insight grows.
So what do we got? All right, let's go explore over here. You and our team.
Embraces you. That is not possible. The night embraces you.
Night embraces you. All right.
I need a corpse. I'm afraid this world can abide you no longer.
Got some friends.
Do not fear the end.
That would be cool. A new hidden, randomly generated cosmetic. You know, like in the other ones, sometimes the chests are like mystic chests. That would be cool. Super cool.
All must serve the cycle.
think so. Alright, so we're hitting the hour mark. We're gonna wrap this up. I think this is probably the last thing that we can do in this area, so.
This world can abide you no longer.
It's pretty fun. This is pretty fun stuff. I like this class a lot. And we're only like level 20 something. We haven't even touched the surface yet. Alright, so that was pretty much the Shrouded Moors, which leads you into the Temple of the Firstborn. These are new levels in Diablo. Two of the 6, I believe, because there are these 2 in Act 2, and then there's 4 new levels. Let me access them. And then there's 4 more in Act 4. So I thought that. Look at them bodies, yo. So luckily we got the opportunity to get a bounty there. So we got that. This have a purpose. I'm not gonna go through all of this. This is kind of a lot, but
Night embraces you.
I don't want to go cheap. But it's cool that we got new areas, the new monsters, and new bounties. Hopefully we get new cool stuff. That's gonna be the most exciting season. Getting new monster spawns. I'm just exploring the city. I don't want to miss anything. Alright, it unlocked something. What's this? Temple of the Firstborn level 2. Alright, counts as the same map, it's just a second floor.
Weakness consumes you.
What riches!
I am overburdened.
Too much shizzle? No. You don't need them. I don't want gems, dude.
I must wait.
no room.
Oh, I want that, because I don't know if we have that. What's up, babe? Ah. Just in case, I didn't get the... What's the word I'm looking for? Transmog. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, these... Oh, what's in here?
There you are. Don't tell me that you never suspected I was more than what I seemed. It was the only way that I could get close to you. Now, we're about to get much closer.
Whoa.
I require a corpse for that.
The light grows stronger within you.
Hoping there'd be some cool thing that you got from this.
Gideon was always an unusual demon. I only beheld him once, as he would seldom obey the will of his master, Asmodan. But on that occasion, he was only too ready to bring disorder to the angelic host. When he first appeared, we did not know of his insidious threat and focused our attacks on his mightier brethren. It did not take long before the angels themselves were beginning to turn on each other and question their leaders. By the time we realized what had happened, the battle was lost, and it was too late.
Interesting. Well, that's it. That was everything for this map, guys. So we're gonna go back to town and check our stuff, sell our stuff, and then probably peace out. Go, got some nice pants. That on. That's not better. That's better. That on. Ooh, our first phylactery. Interesting. Thorns damage. We'll keep that off for now. Just getting those things in case we got transmog stuff from it. Alright. Everything else can get trashed.
Today. Please look, you won't be disappointed.
And that's been Diablo, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We ran through some of the necro skills, and we ran through one of the new areas. If you guys are interested, what's this? Poison ability is also slow. Yeah. If you guys are interested, I'll do more videos and show off more skills as I unlock them. Launch a bone spirit, they'll seek enemies. Wow. You gain a charge every 15 seconds and can start to 3 charges. Try that out. That sounds cool. Army of the Dead. Skeletal hands race from the ground, damaging enemies within 15 yards for 14 of weapon damage. Which does more damage. Cooldown's the same. That's the same. Revive does something new now. Damage taken is reduced 1% for each active minion. Sure. Shit. It's there now. Secondary skill will make revive personal army. And then what we have for corpses, we had corpse lance, brittle touch. Yeah, that didn't change. Corp explode, still bloody mess, devour, still season. Okay. Personal army, ice golem, bone spirit, Narunya. That's still super OP. Bone spikes, we get frostbite. Leaves a frost patch that reduces the movement speed. You know, nothing crazy. Okay, so if you guys like, let me know. Leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more Necro. I'll do the other 4 areas, and I'll continue to go through the skills if you guys have interest in it. So thank you all for watching, and it's been Mike Theory, your friendly neighborhood gamer. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.